Yeah, I was out there trying to shoot some skip earlier, but evidently it's not big enough. 5 feet off the ground, it's not high enough, I guess. So I don't know what I have to do here. Well, shoot. The local critters are running amok, and I don't hear any more DX. I guess we go back to sandbag mode.
I'm ready.
Did you do this or did you do that? Do what?
Redid the lights.
I did that.
You got almost a squeal going there.
I said I did that.
Yeah, I said you got a squeal going, a background squeal, but not like loud. It's just kind of like, sounds like a windstorm.
No way.
No way.
Yeah, they're right there in the front. You just pull the plastic clear lenses off, and they're right there in the front.
One lens didn't break because it was cracked.
It's still cracked. I put it in the middle, though.
And it's cracked in the middle. That make it real symmetrical. It almost look like it came that way, I bet.
You know what? Tell you, I didn't even notice until you said something.
Waving, smuggler. Waving, General. I see things died down there a bit.
Yeah, you gotta slide the white parts out and reach back there with the soldering iron and disconnect them and just make some new ones.
They look like they're bright white. The other ones are kind of more of a yellow, aren't they? Soft white.
Yeah, the other ones are soft white. These ones are bright white. But yeah, they almost look blue.
Why did you put lights in? I gave them a static 603 window, 5,000 watt meter that had some brown lights, and he replaced them all. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, let me tell you, they're bright. When it's dark out, yeah, they light up the kitchen.
Oh boy. Where the hell is that smuggler?
Attento, ci chiamo in da destra. Ci chiamo da destra, ruspega da segno cassettata del lavoraggi. Oh, segna del lavoraggi, se la fare turista, non è cagato cazzo vostro mossudi. Di sicuro non è mossudi ci sono stasera. È una parica quattro arrostute che da righe a scena stasera con un po' di vino e da righe a scena coppo.
I used to make a soda named Simba.
That's a good licking. You want people to talk, but it's not working very well.
That's why I had it up for CB radio.
Attento per cagati, per toliscio, per cagati, per toliscio. сейчас туда нас спать не дырыты, объясни спать и ганамай, если кажется, это соконова, чагачая, жечага, объясни спать и ганамай, ассоциация вам мукасы вот раньше, гопо.
23s are obsolete.
Well, I only talk on one channel, so they can just make me like just a number 17 channel radio. Dash radio. Good trade. Those monthly? Yes.
Щечука-щеделиньо, арусбеги, дешесо, валуньо калоба, сакутану готу живирини вусули газуа фероромоно, анакаму кадилови, цууило гоппо.
That's because you're so close. Well, I turned it down and the click. But it wasn't the radio. Or a triple meter. Everything else is shut off. Yeah, I can hook up the tram. You want to hear the tram D80? Well, it only takes a second. All good.
Niente spazione, sto domo, sto specchio direttivo, ricellami il disco, se va sto specchio direttivo, è anche la televisione stasera. Direttando lo sparaglio, presentate lavorato. Direttando lo sparaglio, presentate lavorato, a me mi piace, c'è Raffaello Garau, è vero, i watch Raffaello Garau, hai visto troppo?
Oh, would you just send it to my phone or something?
Send it back to whatever you sent the shit to me on.
Holy shit, you call it shit.
Pretty cool, huh?
I don't think it's came through yet. Oh, there it goes. Here, let me look. That's fucked up.
Make the picture bigger. I added that with AI and the thing's called, the streamer's called paper.
So much.
Make it bigger, it looks like it's wrapped on paper, doesn't it?
That's such a fucked up picture. What an asshole. Hey, you probably did me a favor.
Let me try a different AI treatment holder.
How dumb. It's so fucking funny. That's fucking hilarious. I love it. Hey, send that to G-Man, or did you already do that?
This one saying it's called watercolor.
Why? Because it has wood in front of it, or because it has a wood face, or what? I don't do that to your stuff.
Yeah, the other one looks like a painting, the one I just sent you. It's called watercolor.
Well, at least that looks like something I could hang on the wall.
That would come out cool, huh? The watercolor looks like a real painting.
I'm trying to figure out what the other one looks like. It reminds me of like, hold on, let me think. I'll think of it. Hold on, it'll come back to me. It's like a movie. I'll think of it though. Hey, if you did a picture like that of your radios, it'd probably come out like a Gremlin or something, right?
Take a picture of it. It's sort of what you just do. You don't have the picture. I actually have to load it.
What the hell's going on out there?
Hey, Ben Hammerhead.
Pile driver, getting down.
Cool.
Hey, you getting ready for an opener?
Yeah, pretty much got everything ready. I'm just the wife has to work a half a day tomorrow, and then we're gonna shoot out of here tomorrow.
Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah, it's nice. We're gonna get up there a little early and fish Banks Lake for some walleye. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow evening and Friday.
That'll be fun.
Well, hopefully everything will work out all right. You never know. There's always some kind of mysterious shit happens to us, I swear. Oh, fuck. Last year, the guy dropped his boat completely off the trailer and on a real steep incline and lost, it was a nightmare.
Oh, my God. So you got a good show is what you're telling me. Wow.
That was during jet boat weekend over there at Scaggins. And I don't know what, anyways, the whole boat, we all had to come in and manhandle that thing back onto the trailer. And we got him out there. At least it didn't put a hole in the hull, but it didn't help it.
Yeah, I've seen that happen at Mardon's, dude, too. The guy backs his boat, it starts hopping, and he don't have the line on it, and see ya.
Yeah, and that one I stay at the state park most, I don't even go to Mardon. I hate Mardon's, but I'll go over there, hang out. I got my little scooter I run over there with and see everybody over there. But anyhow, stay over at State Park. Well, State Park launch, man, I don't know if you've ever seen it. When it's low water like it is, it's steep.
Oh, I know it, dude. I know that for a fact, yeah. Never stayed there, but, that was the place to hang out to look at babes. There used to be a lot of babes hang out there. Actually, print this one down and get it on the wall.
Anyhow, yeah, I like the solitude as far as it gets pretty wild over there at Mardon's, but at the same time, you're just squeezed into like sardines. I don't like that.
Right. I haven't been to Mardon's for quite some time, so I don't know. It's all remodeled, I guess, and new owners, so who knows?
Yeah, they squeeze them in there, but anyhow, it's only a hop, skip away when I launch over there at the state park. I'm over there and go bullshit with everybody, so it ain't all that bad. It's just nice to have full hookups and a little grass to sit on in the evening instead of being, like I said, sardines.
You're telling me you like all those mosquitoes that are coming up then?
Fuck, it's usually yellow jackets out there. Those yellow jackets, they can be pretty nasty. It ain't the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are there, but yeah, you just gotta protect yourself.
Oh yeah, see, Mardon's used to spray for them. I don't know if they do anymore, but they used to years ago.
Oh, I'm sure they did. But yeah, it ain't nothing like, I can remember going to South Dakota over there, and it was pretty close to Watertown, they called it. Watertown, so you're real close to Minnesota. Over there, dude, I'm not kidding you, those fuckers will pick you up and drag you off.
Oh, yeah. I've been in Alaska over at Gus Davis, dude, and the son of a bitches will carry you away.
Yeah, anyhow, so, yeah, I seen that, and it's like, I would never, and the fucking flies over there, I don't know what it is over there in that South Dakota area. Holy shit, the flies. I woke up one morning, and I got out of my motorhome, and the whole side of it was, the sun was on it, you know, first thing in the morning, and it was just black with flies.
Oh, how disgusting is that?
Oh, I bought a lot of fly swatters on the way. Let me tell you, it was bad. I can't believe those people can live like that. I mean, they get 4 seasons over there, but god damn it, it gets nasty there in August.
Oh yeah, I'm heading to North Dakota here pretty quick, and going to take some motorcycles over there to a collector that's buying 4 of them.
Well, what are you selling?
Vintage motorcycles. Me and my buddy rebuild them to better than factory stock to period, and everything is period on them. And then, yeah. Then we triple, quadruple our money most of the time. They only, no oil, no gas, don't care if they run, they put them in their man caves.
Well, what kind of bikes are we talking about?
Honda 70s, Honda 50s, 78s. Is a real good one that everybody wants.
Yeah, on there. I gotta get on there.
Yeah,
I seen those my buddy's got 2 of them, the 70s that they're from, I guess they're China, whoever, Indonesia, wherever the hell they're coming from, but they look pretty close. But yeah, they're brand new.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell a difference on these if they were factory brand new. I mean, they look better than new, and they got better paint now. So
yeah, I like your setup.
Yeah, I got an old, like I said, we talked about this before. I got an old QA50 sitting in the garage. I bought it for $50 back in the day. The kids ran through it for a little while, and then they moved on to bigger bikes, but that was their starter.
Oh, yeah. Yep, those are fun little rides.
Type high on your phone, and it'll go right there.
Bikes I'd like to see are things like the Royal Enfield Diesel out of India, but they won't let us import them.
Oh, hell, I've had 3 Indians when I was a young kid, real young.
Not Indians. Royal Enfield Diesel. The damn things get 100 miles to the gallon.
Oh, yeah, easy. Yep.
I've still been on the circle.
So the bike I bought when I could buy a bike, my parents would allow me, it was a Hidaka 125 Combat Wombat. And I had that left-handed shift, and yeah, that was my bike. I ran that fucker for a couple of years. I sold it at Midway Swap Meet for $300.
Yep, the Wombat. Yeah, they were, everybody wanted one of those, but I didn't see much in them, to be honest with you.
No, me either. My buddy we rebuilt a YZ, it was a 100, and we boarded over to a 125. And that bike was fucking, for us, come off. Anyways, total different fucking, the power band would just kick your ass. If you weren't, that fucker would flip you over, even big old fat fuckers like we were.
Well, that's like the old CRs with the downpipe, dude. You'd put the gas on, and then all of a sudden it's a handful wide open.
Oh yeah, it's just like on or off. And that's kind of a lot of those 2-stroke. My old, like I said, I got that Husqvarna still out there, 79 250R. That son of a bitch, it's had a little pipe work done. Well, not pipe work, but head work done on it. And that thing
thing will it'll snap you. I like to just let people write about back in the day. I haven't wrote it for years, but when I had that thing running, hey, take it for a spin. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. My dad bought us 78 WR 125s, if I remember right. And he wouldn't let us buy Japanese bikes, so we had to have European.
Right on, yeah. Anyway, this one, it's not quite balanced properly, but it's close. I've been messing up the ignitions on them, and I know it's because it ain't balanced right. So, but anyways, there for a while. I probably put 2 or 3 years on it, and we're just running logging roads and climbing hills, where we found them. That was old down there by the Satsup River down there is where we were running. But it was fun. I mean, it ran fine. I had no problem with it. Just the ignition would go out on it. And those solid state, they were kind of hard to find. Actually, I ended up buying a couple more, so I can make the thing run again if I want. But yeah, like I said, my grandson just bitching at me. Come on, Grandpa, you need to take that thing out and get it going.
My head boat motor, he has the seat. Yep. Yeah, you should fire the old boy up. Yeah, Dan.
Yeah, I don't think my grandson's even ever heard it, tell you the truth. It's been that long, but it's sitting in the corner there, just like the old QA50 is sitting there in the corner. I got them all covered up. Just got it. Well, I'll get to that. Yeah, I'll get to that.
No, as long as they're covered up, dude, it's sight unseen. You should at least kick them over a little bit and get the cylinder lubed a little bit.
Yeah, that's one thing I do need to do is throw some oil, pull the plugs and throw some oil in them.
Yep.
It's funny though, both these bikes I got, those that old QA50, I chased the guy down on that QA50 and I had my kids with me, and I chased him down, and he freaked out, and he went all over the place, and finally he fucking bit it in a ditch. He went down in a ditch and crashed it, and then I go, dude, I just wonder if you want to sell that thing. Anyway, I bought it for $50. Loaded it up, and off we went. No title, none of that crap. That was up in White Center.
Wow.
Hey, man. Well, I guess they just said that check it on 16, but
it's kind of cool. We ended up painting it a little bit on here and there and cleaning it up, and I had an acre of land up there in White Center. I mean, that's unheard of, be right there, but I was babysitting this land. Anyhow, we had a little oval track there that we had all set up around the trees and stuff, and those kids constantly were on that little bastard, running the piss out of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a track, and I had an acre and a half, and then I had about a half acre. It was a track for the kids in the neighborhood. And, yeah, it was a real motocross track, but for the kids, not for the adults.
Oh, yeah, same here. I ended up, I was trying to buy the place, and it fell through because I didn't have no credit back in my 20s, and, I ended up subdividing the place, built a house on the lower part of it, and fucking made millions.
Well, shit, no wonder why you're retired. You made millions. Damn it.
No, they did. I didn't buy it. They wouldn't let me. They wouldn't sell it to me. I didn't have enough credit. So, somebody that had some cash went in there and just, I'm sure they cashed them out. And got the house and then the property behind it, and they redeveloped it with another house. And so you got to sell 2 houses out of the deal. So I was thinking the same thing, but the fuck goddamn banks wouldn't give me a loan. I was too shady.
Yep, back in the young days, it was pretty tough if you were young to get a loan. You had to make good money, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, I just didn't have any credit. I just, You know, you don't think about that stuff I can remember when I was like 18, I had every credit card out there. I got all kinds of credit cards, and I was handling it, no problem. But then it's just like, got hooked up, had a kid with this gal, and next thing you know, boom, she skyrocketed. Everything was all punched out. It's like, all right, paying this all off, and I'm getting rid of it. So then when I got rid of it, I lost all my credit.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's the shits, dude. Try buying a new truck. I bought a new truck when I was 16, and they thought it was a joke. And my dad, you know, they laughed at my dad.
Well, I can remember trying to get a loan I bought a it was a 76 Cougar Fastback. Anyway, that was a cool car. That was I think about my third car. My grandma financed it for me because she's like, you don't want to pay. They wanted to finance me, and my grandma says, I'll finance you. Oh, get the fucking. Anyways, my grandma was quite the money woman there, but it was $800 down there in Auburn. It was Car Corner, I think it was called. That was a long time ago. But anyhow, had to pay my grandma back on that one. $800. Woo! But hell, I think I was making like $2.98 a fucking hour.
What's that box? The sideband shit. Nice. Shit, yes.
It did have the big block, what was that, the 351 Cleveland, and it had a 4-barrel on it, which was kind of a rare one for those Cougars. Man, I tell you what, I ended up putting a set of heads on it, had to rebuild the heads, put a cam and heads, and that thing screamed in high school. I smoked those Chevys.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, dude. We used to smoke everything just about with a 289 302. They would just couldn't believe it, dude.
Yeah, my buddy had a built 65. Actually, it's from Governor Dixie Lee Ray. And his stepdad was really into politics, and he ended up getting her car. It was a 65 Ford Mustang, and then we built, he was working at a machine shop down in Renton, and they ended up porting and polishing these heads, and it was just all cast iron stuff, nothing fancy. But anyhow, when he got done with it, it was 302, 60 over, forged pistons, good rods, and that thing was a fucking animal. We used to go down, that was the Renton Loop was going on, and we used to fuck with them Chevys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we, Foster Machine Shop there in White Center, used to build our motors, and he was a Ford man, so he'd really go to the limit for us.
I know who that is. Actually, I actually know who that is.
Oh, yeah, Gus. Yep. Him and my dad, my dad was in for hernia surgery, and he was my dad's roommate. And he goes, Obermite. I know Obermite. And he goes, yeah, I used to build my son's engines. Dick Obermite and Tom Tobolski. And they're like, oh.
I heard you talking on serving up here in Tecumseh, right back.
Yep. That was in my era. I was up there. I was working at Glen Grant Chevrolet, so yeah, I ran into that guy quite a bit. But anyhow, it sounds like it's getting rough out there. Pile driver, you have a good evening. And we'll talk to you probably when we get. I might be yakking out here in the morning or something, but anyway, so maybe a little even later. I got nothing going on. Pile driver, take care. You know who said it. I'm out.
You bet. Have a good one there, Hammerhead. Pile driver on the corner.
Yeah, we out here in the Kilowatt Kia there for what, trout?
Yeah, the Kia Kilowatt out there trolling for duck soup. you lost me.
But now, man, you doing your thing out there as usual. My friend, that's 597.
I heard 597. That's what I heard. Is that his number or something?
That's my number. Hey, Joe, on my number. Yeah, MAD. The other day out there, he's troll for that duck soup.
If a bird leader has a picture of a duck on it, is it still okay? I'm back up. I just wanted to know.
I don't know. Maybe you should ask AI on that.
You got a bird leader, a picture of a duck. And there's a kilowatt kid. I'm back up.
Well, you know, my bird meter, I guess I could put a little duck sticker over by the 0.
Just a cool rainbow duck.
Yeah, wave it. Yeah, we can always put a duck over by the 0, so we got the duck mode.
About a 1%. We were talking about the day earlier. We were talking about the day back in the earlier, Jedi and me. Bringing up back in the day, like Oakland neighborhood there, break.
Yeah, Ward Dummy was out here talking about back in the day when he wasn't even fucking around. Hey, yeah, Ward Dummy was out here talking about back in the day when he wasn't around.
War Daddy was talking about back in the day when he wasn't around. That's what I heard.
Oh, yeah. War Daddy, fucking Sourpuss, fucking, you know, Long Way, Sweet Pea. There was none of them out there back in the day. They all pretend like they were out here forever. If they weren't here, they weren't there. I never heard their name ever mentioned.
Somebody did the math. They figured out War Daddy was like 2 years old. This quick.
Yeah, I looked all over the pictures from all the breaks we had back then.
This quick up there on the island.
Long Way there. Fuck, I don't see Sour Patch. Ward, I don't see none of them in them pictures.
No, it'd be Bahama.
She's in them.
Hey, 1%, I just got one question for you tonight.
Then you get to go, how many times can you put in your mouth? Like roadkill out there. That's what. And
One question.
Bahama Mama. Yes.
How come you never hear people going out to Sweet Pea long ways and hanging out and chilling and having beers or nothing? How come you never hear them chilling with people?
Don't forget Mr. Key, Lady J, Tuber, Kool-Aid, Roadkill. Oh, God. There's a shitload of them. Actually, a couple, 3 hanging journeys out there back then, too. 220 Farm Boy, second to none. All them guys running Channel 7 back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
We started out T-Town out here in Tecumseh there. Jumbo.
I remember a lot of those that you just mentioned. You spit out a lot quick.
Don't come over there and goes and hangs out with Long Way and Sweet Pea. Ever.
Yeah, but I never heard Long Way.
You never hear them have somebody over. You never hear nobody talking on their radio. You never hear them chilling on with people. You never hear them talk with other people.
You know what I just covered tonight, Sheila?
I don't drive no cars in my house. Get out of here, boy. So you just saying everybody on the radio's trash?
That's what I'm fast because it actually jumps
Well, that's kind of fucked up, saying everybody on the radio's trash. I mean, that's fucked up. Hey, how come you don't ever hang out with nobody, man? You don't even go to nobody's house. I don't hear you talk. I mean, how come? What do you want to know?
You already know the answer to that.
There's smuggler.
You understand that? Have breakfast like you and I and a couple other people go have breakfast or something. You don't hear like War Daddy boys get down or nothing, or sweep you over at somebody's house.
You already know the answer to that.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd bring it up.
You know what else is sad is when people name drop methods and tweakers and shit. Like, oh yeah, I know this person, I know that person from back in the day. Yeah, that's real smart. Come out here on the radio and brag about how you're fucking friends with fucking methods and tweakers and shit from back in the day. Yeah, that'll make you look real fucking good, especially to those motherfuckers out here who knew who those motherfuckers were. That's a good idea.
Boys lock on. How come they don't got no friends? Nobody hangs out with you. How come? See if they both work together. I know all kinds of people over at my place all the time, man. I like people to hang out, come over and chill. How come you don't? I don't hear nobody like going over to your house, talking on your radio. Hear you going over to somebody's house and kicking it with somebody. How come? Radio. Never kick it with nobody. Shit, I'll go like tomorrow. I'll go over to like Sky Kings or something. How come you never go going? You never go anywhere. How come? Well, you're you, not me. Yeah, I'll go wherever I want to go. Figure it out. You rap on friends on the radio. Show at their places. You just sit behind a radio and talk shit. Clarify the right to the positive and like, smarter say, start making it sound like.
Well, maybe you already know the answer to this one. They already stated a few years back that they don't want to be friends with anybody out here on the radio. They've already stated that they're not out here on the radio to make friends with anybody. That tells me all I need to fucking know, and that answers your question. There you go.
Well, the only person I ever heard talk on that radio was Steve Dave, and he's a retard. And that's the only person I ever heard talk on the radio. But I've never heard like War Daddy or Sour Stench or I don't know. I've never heard whoever. I've never heard anybody talk on the radio or them like I said. So it's just kind of weird.
One whiskey, one beer.
Anyway, I'm back up. There you go.
Yeah, I'm about to ready to dip into tequila.
Okay, child, look in this little mobile. All these broken down Chinese soldiers.
Broken down Chinese cultures, is that what he said?
Hey. Put a couple of tomatoes on each hand there, Mike, and ketchup.
I don't like ketchup.
Nobody asked what you like, Dick. We was just trying to help. That's right, I told you trying to help. Doesn't sound like you're trying to help anybody. I never hear anybody over there chilling with you.
My dad, he was wild as fucking, and over there